Come again? Is there any reason why these officers are here?
I got permission.
Sir, you cannot film me here.
Because the information you're providing is unlawful.
I don't want you filming me.
Call the sheriff. I have permission.
I don't want you to film me.
Don't get close to me.
You want to go that route? What is the reason for calling the officers here?
Today's video takes us to Franklin Park, Illinois, with a stop at the town hall, where we find Shady Shade Ganayam, and he's acting a little creepy. These women are creeped out, so they call the police. And the police tell GoatBoy he's gotta go. Oh, I bet there'll be some litigation. Well, maybe not. So I'll sit back, watch, have a good laugh, and most of all, enjoy, GoatBoy.
First Amendment audit. I'm in the village of Franklin Park, Illinois. Hi, ma'am. Can I have 3 public record sheets, please? That is correct. Freedom of information? Yes, ma'am. Audio and video. Are you the clerk here?
No, deputy.
Deputy clerk. Okay, I need you to fill this out for me, please. I am requesting. Sure.
Are you requesting non-certified?
Non-certified.
What kind of request information?
Sure. 10 commercial properties whose water bill exceeds 10,000 and up.
Do you have the addresses for the commercial properties?
Describe in there any 10 commercial properties.
So you just want 10 commercial?
Any 10 commercial properties?
Georgie Boy has a fascination with water bills and the water atlas, doesn't he? Where he's from, maybe they didn't have water over there. Is that what the problem is, Georgie Boy? They didn't have any faucets where you're from?
Whose water bill exceeds...
Give me 1 second.
Sure.
Let me just do...
Take your time. You have 15 minutes till closing, is it?
I'm sorry. Yeah, we close at 4:30.
Okay.
A few minutes later.
So just to clarify, you're the deputy clerk.
Yes.
And you need a witness for what exactly?
Just because I've never done one of these.
Oh, you're a deputy clerk, but you never done a freedom of information?
Someone recording me, right?
Oh, you never done one of these where somebody's recording?
No, we didn't. But it's fine. It's just a freedom of information.
What was your question, ma'am?
If you asked her to, if you could record her.
What is your,
Daphne Henriquez, I work in the mayor's office. What's your name?
Please be kind, ma'am.
I am.
Because you started off with a bad attitude, okay? I have no more to speak to you about.
She'll just be my witness. Can I get your name as well?
You don't need my name. I have no obligation to provide my name. Let's continue. So what do you have there so far?
Any 10 commercial properties whose water bill.
Oh, do be careful, man, because if you make this lad mad, he's going to give you a 1-star rating on Yelp. Now, I don't know who the hell uses Yelp for a city office. You know, when I think of Yelp, I think of restaurants and bars. I don't think of city buildings.
Yep, exceeds $10,000 and up. Okay, in the town of Franklin Park. All right, and go ahead and put my email there where they can respond to via email, which they don't need a name. According to law, let's check it out here. Well, name is not applicable, okay? That's optional.
We can look up the statute, but...
Well, you can look up the statute on your own time if you like.
For commercial purposes?
Nope. Nope.
This is for personal purposes?
It's not for commercial purposes.
So are you selling this information?
Come again?
Are you selling this information?
I don't answer questions, ma'am.
We need to
look up the
disclose.
statute. I'm
We
sorry.
need to disclose the information because I can print out the statute if you'd like.
You can print out the statute if you like on your own time, ma'am, but just take my request. If you have any further questions, you can forward that to your clerk and they could regard that via email.
For purposes of putting this into the system, I need to put if it's a commercial or a non.
Right, it's non-commercial, like I stated,
non-commercial.
non-commercial.
Okay. But we do have 5 business days to respond to you.
Also, ma'am, let me have a single complaint sheet as well. I'll fill out at a later time.
I can give you a piece of paper you can...
That's fine. Let me have, when you're finished with this, I'll request some other
What's
info.
your email?
Oh, do be careful, ladies, because if you don't comply with Georgie Boy here, this could become a legal matter. Although he's never filed a lawsuit in his life. Well, I take that back. He filed one lawsuit to get the family goat farm back. But other than that, he's never filed a lawsuit on anybody or anything.
When you work for the public, you have to be courteous and respectful.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is a non-commercial, and can
Correct.
you please verify this information? I do need you to fill out this so that we can, put it in our records. This is
Okay.
information that if I don't complete, then I get audited as well. So
I see what you're
if
saying,
you
ma'am.
could just sign
Uh-huh.
and make sure that this is information that you're requesting. You're looking
Sure.
for any commercial. You're just any 10 commercial. What is this?
Properties. It says any 10 commercial properties whose water bill exceeds 10,000 and up in Franklin Park, in the village of Franklin Park.
And it's 10,000 what?
What do you mean?
So just double check this information. You can always write
Yeah.
it yourself. There's no problem. I'm going to upload this into the system.
Okay.
But we do need your information to put on here so that I can upload it, and you'll.
Ma'am,
you're gonna get a confirmation from. our
Right.
office.
I need a stamped town hall copy.
Ma'am. GoatBoy here is currently not online. Yeah, Shady Shade has other things to do, like clean up the goat dung in the backyard. And you know what he does with it later, ma'am? He smokes it. You don't believe that?
For
You're gonna receive a.
how many days do you have of compliance?
So for non-commercial requests, we have 5 business days.
Awesome.
And for commercial requests, we have 21 business
Okay,
days.
since it's non-commercial,
But
5
I
to
would
7.
want you to make sure that this is the information that you're looking for.
That is
I don't
absolutely
need to write
correct.
What you asked me.
Right.
But I want you to double check because I don't know if you put in something else.
This is correct, ma'am. Just transfer
and I
this
do need you to
over.
sign, and
Okay,
I do
I'll
need
put a
you-
check mark.
I would like for you to sign just to make sure.
Okay, according to law, that's not required,
Do you have an
ma'am.
identification or maybe the company that you work for so I can just put it in the system?
That's not
so that we
required.
can put
Like
it
I
in
said,
the
that is not required, ma'am.
All right.
Okay.
You want to give me a minute then?
A minute for what? What should I be waiting for?
Give me 1 second. Yeah, so I can just take your email.
So you confirmed with, just for the record, you confirmed that a member of the public does not need to provide any of this
I'm not
information?
going to confirm nor deny. So
Okay,
I'm
that's
just
fine.
going to take your
Absolutely.
information.
Let me have 2 of your
Just
business
double-
cards, please.
I'll give you my business card. But if you can please double check the information.
I checked it for the 3rd time, ma'am. This looks
Is this
as
what-
it should.
Okay, so you're again. Any 10 commercial properties whose water bill exceeds $10,000 and up in Franklin
Correct.
Park.
Mm-hmm.
And you just gave me this, and you just you didn't sign. You just put in. a check
Absolutely, yep. This
Okay,
is
and you
all that's
said in it-
required.
mark. And you said it's a non-commercial request.
That is correct.
Okay. Are you seeing certified copies?
No, ma'am, it's email, non-certified copy. Are you going to transfer this handwriting over to this
I'm going
page?
to scan this, and then it's
Yeah.
going to go up to our FOIA system. If this is your email,
But
we'll receive.
why don't you just write this information?
It doesn't matter what.
Well,
if you
it
want
makes a
to, you
difference
can
for
yeah,
it
if
makes a
you-
difference for.
Oh, do be careful, man, because GoatBoy is close to the edge. Yeah, Dr. Snake and his subscribers have pushed him close to the edge, and he might need some Little Caesars pizza after he gets out of the hospital with his chest pain.
A member
if
of
you want
public,
to,
so
you are more than welcome to transfer this information here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to scan this into the system.
okay, that's
It's gonna
fine.
Go into,
That's fine.
electronic
Just as long
form,
as it's got a stamp and you guys
you're
comply.
going to get a confirmation from us.
Okay,
and
not a
I
problem.
will stamp it. I'm going to get a copy, and you're going to get a copy.
Okay,
Okay?
that's fine. I'd also like to do an inspection on the ordinances and zoning book.
Okay.
Now, let me ask you a question.
So just before, so the ordinances are available on our website.
I'm currently not using online. There's 2 ways of doing an
so
inspection:
you want
online
to do an inspection?
and
Okay.
in person.
So we can set up a time so you can come in.
It
And
does.
you can do
It does
the
not.
inspection.
It does not. According to law, ma'am, it does not require an appointment, or it doesn't require a timing.
Building department might be able to help them.
Okay. So if you want to do the, you said what kind of ordinances are you looking for?
I'm looking to do an inspection on your ordinances and zoning book for this town.
Okay.
Oh, yes, zoning and ordinances, statutes and ordinances, it's all the same thing. You're going to be charged $25 a minute, ma'am, if you don't supply those records in a timely fashion. GoatBoy here has other things to do, like clean up that goat dung I was talking about earlier. Yeah, there's a lot of goat dung in the backyard, no doubt.
Please, for the next time, ma'am, be calm and courteous. Follow your job duties when dealing with the public. It's very important. You are replaceable. That means you can be fired and somebody else can take your position that'll be more than happy to treat the people with respect. Okay? If you're not familiar about somebody recording government employees such as you are a public servant, check with to make sure if that's allowed or not before giving somebody a bad attitude. Wouldn't that make sense?
Let's give you
Thank you.
the original. I'm keeping
Sure.
a copy. You're going to receive a confirmation on this email, and we'll respond to this email. If you have any questions,
Absolutely.
you're more than welcome to reply to that.
Sure, I just
Okay,
need
so
the
we're done
2
with FOIA?
business cards.
Yeah.
Finish
you're
with
done
FOIA,
this?
yep.
And do you need this?
I'll take that and fill it out at a later time.
You could also bring that over. You can scan it, you can fax it, you can do whatever you need to do with it. Okay?
According to law, yes, you're correct.
All right, so you just need to ask for my permission to record. I just asked you. If you
Come
can
again?
record me. All right, so here's this.
Okay. Now let me document the time that those 2 phone calls were made. Who were those phone calls made to?
Okay, so now what's the next request? You had another request.
Yeah, sure. Well, now at this point, do you need to help this gentleman here?
No.
Oh, okay. So, I need to do a zoning. I need to do an inspection on your zoning
Zoning
and ordinances book.
ordinances.
Yep, that's
Which-
correct.
Do you have a timeline for the ordinances?
What do you mean a timeline?
Do you want to look at the
You're the
ordinances
deputy-
from-
you're
do you
the
wanna
deputy
look
clerk,
at the
correct?
Ordinances from 1999, from 2020,
Your current, your latest
from
dated
2021?
book.
Okay.
Okay, is your book is up to date to 2021?
So we had a board meeting yesterday.
Okay, thank you. Uh-huh.
And so I'm in the middle of updating that.
Now what I need, ma'am, it looks like you made a phone call to the officers.
Look at the cop waving at Georgie boy. Yeah, Georgie boy, it's time for you to go. But we all know Georgie boy just has one more question before he goes. He'll leave when he's ready. Or maybe not.
While I'm here conducting legal business, so now what I need to do is obtain those phone calls that you made. Can you give me the...
can do a FOIA request if
Right,
you want to. So
right.
with that, you
Along
can go
with
ahead and
officers' names and badge numbers. Hello, sir.
Because you're recording, I'll just say, I'm Officer Romano, 135, and that is Officer Paisley, 145.
Okay, is there any reason why these officers are here?
We got called because you were making these two uncomfortable, so we're not going to do anything except stand here and wait for you to leave.
Okay, do you know who's the one who called?
No.
Okay. One of these 2 employees might have made the call. What is the reason for calling the officers here?
So we're conducting business
no,
here.
right,
Are you done? Because Village Hall closes at 4:30 if you want to get to the building
I'd
department.
like to know what is the reason why
I'm
this
trying
staff
to-
members
I'm
called
trying to
and
get
wasted
it.
resources from the police officers' time for somebody conducting legal documentation.
Because you're a creepy little man with big holes in your pants and you act like you're some kind of a prima donna. Yeah, we know you don't like women, Goat Boy, but it shows. It shows too much. You're impolite. Is that how you treat your mama at home too, boy?
According to law.
I'm
What made you
trying
comfortable?
I'm
Is it the
trying to set
camera?
up your inspection for the ordinance.
Right, you
What
can
year-
go ahead and do that, ma'am.
What year do you want it? Because we have.
I explained to you, ma'am,
going
I'd like to
back
look
to
at the book, the
19
latest
So this
copy.
And then what, are you looking for something in specific?
I don't have to discuss that with you,
Well, just so
according
that
to
I
law.
can give
It's a
you what
complete
you
book,
need,
ma'am.
and I can
Ma'am,
give
it is a
you
complete
more
book.
the information.
It is a complete book. It's a 300-plus page book that I like to go through, take a few digital copies according to law. I may need maybe 2 pages,
The
copies.
ordinances are also available online.
You
if
stated that,
wanted them.
along with, according to law, you're able to view it online or in town hall. So could you go ahead and get that book for me, ma'am? I'll be waiting for a few minutes. Thank you. Now, back to why the officers who's the one who called the officers in the first place? Because this may become a legal suit now.
Now, I did say that earlier, didn't I, folks? This may become a legal matter. Well, you know what? The sun might fall out of the sky tomorrow, too. You never know. And there could also be 100,000 people see this video. No doubt.
It may become a legal suit, and those body cameras will be requested along with the phone call that was made to the officers.
Neither of us are wearing body cameras.
Okay, I see a body-worn camera on the gentleman there.
These are radio.
Taser,
Okay.
microphone, handcuffs.
So again, ma'am, what is the reason why the officers were called?
Sir, I'm just doing my job. I'm trying to help you.
Well, ma'am, doing your job is not giving somebody a bad attitude before the officers got
Your
here.
name and you refused to give it to me. So
Ma'am.
that's all I did.
So can we finish here? It's about 4:30, and also because the ordinances are pretty lengthy,
Uh-huh.
I would just have to tell you. Just tell me what you need so I can, make
Okay.
copies for you.
What
So
time
this
what time is
about-
it? What time do you have now?
Today is 4:30.
What-
It's already 4:30.
Okay.
Where the village is closed. You're more than welcome to come back
Sure.
tomorrow. So let me explain.
Uh-huh.
This is our ordinance index.
Yep.
If you need copies of any of these ordinances, I'm more than
As
happy
far
to help you.
as these officers were called over here for somebody's
Sir.
comfort. Ma'am, I heard you speak. Please give me a turn to speak. One of these employees called and said they're uncomfortable, possibly because somebody's recording, which is freedom of press, along with Homeland Security, in order to film public officials in the course of their duties on clock hours. So now, are these the comfort police where they come here to comfort you instead of protecting the law?
I don't have
Is
to
this-
respond.
But you don't have to respond.
Sir,
But
it's
at this
4:30.
point, okay, at this point, ma'am, at this point,
Hey, Shady Shade, how many times are you going to say at this point? At this point? At this point? You a broken record, man? Shut your mouth already. Go home and see your mama.
you've wasted somebody's time. You wasted the officer's time, the officer's resources. I'll come back and look at the waste my time and come back and look at that because you already wasted my time. But now at this point, I'd like to get a copy of the FOIA. Oh, let me ask these fine gentlemen here. Officers, are you aware that this is a public space and filming is allowed?
Closed? Okay. Sorry, sir. Can we help you with anything else?
I'm-
Before, because
We'll answer your question outside, but it's 4:30, Village Hall closes.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
I
walking
apologize.
out myself as soon as these officers leave. Well, here, you guys are closed. I'm stepping out.
So
Thank
you're more than welcome.
Thank
to
you,
come back.
thank you. Ma'am, please ask your superior before disrespecting somebody of the
I
public.
apologize if I made you feel that way. I was trying to get your name when you asked me what my name was, and
Ma'am, listen.
I apologize
you-
if it came out the wrong way.
Okay,
My mistake.
No,
I hope
no.
you have a great day,
It's
sir.
a learning process for you on the job.
Okay.
A person that works for the government, in your policy, it may state that you have to give your name, but a member of the public, it's no obligation.
Alright,
All
after
right,
4:30,
thank
it's
you.
question.
All right, guys.
Okay, thank you.
Take care.
Ah, poor little Georgie boy's been kicked to the curb by the mean old tyrant police. You gonna go home and cry to your mommy, goat boy? You gonna need a safe space with your goats tonight? Are you gonna need a glass of warm goat milk? Ah, the poor lad. We should all give him a call and tell him how terrible we feel. Not. But if you enjoy watching stupid people do stupid things on my channel, please subscribe. Because when it comes to frauditors like GoatBoy on YouTube, there's no end to the stupidity in which they'll stoop to get clicks and views. Isn't that right, Georgie boy? Oh, you still need your safe space, honey? Please check out Dr. Dave's other channels, including Dr. Dave, the bunker of frauditors and soft sits. Oh, there's plenty of fools over there to point and laugh at all day. And if you need more fools to laugh at, check out my main channel, which has over 6,000 video uploads for your viewing pleasures. Goat boy, how many times am I going to have to tell you, boy? Just find a job. J-O-B, get one. Cheers to that, sweetheart.
An orderances book.
Ordinances.
Yep, that's
What-
correct. Come again. Is there any reason why these officers are here?
I got permission.
Sir, you cannot film in here.
Because the information you're providing is unlawful.
I don't want
You can't film it.
Call the sheriff. I have permission.
You can't-
I don't
no, you
want
don't
you to
have
film. Don't
permission,
get close to
and
me.
that's all.
You want to go that route? What is the reason for calling the officers here? I want to know what your job title is to see if you're able to assist.
Who are you?
Who am I? Who's the one who called the officers in the first place? Because this may become a legal suit now. This is transparency. I'm conducting an audit. While I wait for the clerk to show me the statute about freedom of information, I need to do an inspection on the town, city, zoning and ordinances book. I have permission. I have permission. I have permission to film here, sir. Ma'am, please ask your superior before disrespecting somebody of the public. Where's the water department for this town?
Don't yell. I'm talking to you softly. Why are you yelling at me?
Sir, please stop recording me.
Okay, I need to do an
Please,
inspection.
I understand that. Please stop recording me right now. You do not have my permission to record me.
Okay, is your facility open to the public?
Not currently.
Not currently, okay. Okay, can you comply with my request? Where's your water department? Ma'am, you're totally wrong. This will become a legal matter if you choose to go this route. Should I go over FOIA law with you?
No, I don't need to do that.
Show me the statute.
Sir?
Can you show me the statute?
Sir.
Who are you with?
What do you mean, who am I?
Who are you with?
What do you mean? I have the right to record, ma'am. I have permission here with me. I'll be waiting for the statute. Thank you. I'll be waiting for the book, sir. Ma'am, this is going to turn out a legal matter.
Okay, sir.
This is going to become a legal matter. Please comply. Pass. I got a pass. Along with an inspection on the zoning and town zoning and ordinances book.
I'm going to be conducting some business here. I'm going to be recording it.
Ma'am, it's up to you, ma'am. There may be a suit in the court of law for non-compliance. What do you mean who I'm with, ma'am?
I don't know what you want.
I don't know why you're giving me a hard time or a bad attitude. In order to do an inspection on a book readily available. Hi, ma'am. What's your first name?
How can I help you, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Can you tell me what's your first name?
Who are you?
The budget book, ma'am. I need to do.
I don't have. If you want to have a seat, I'll.
Sure, that's fine. Ma'am, I have permission to film. I have permission. I have permission here. Well, you see, the thing is, my good man. Anyhow, compliance is the key, folks. Where does it state that? Ma'am, I need stamped copies of these FOIA here.
Can I help you? Yeah, sure, possibly.
I'm acting as press, ma'am. First Amendment.
And I also have permission here with me.
Okay, ma'am, you also have to abide by 2635.101 basic obligations of public service. Sir, I'm abiding by the statutes. It does not require a name in order to obtain record. Okay, well, you're talking unlawful. You're talking incorrect. That is not true what you just stated. Come again? Very rude. I'm not rude. It all shows on camera. You're the one who's rude. Well, anyhow.
No one really cares.
No one really cares? An inspection, if I wanted to take digital photocopies.
No, you cannot.
Absolutely, I can,
No,
ma'am.
you cannot.
Please comply with the law. Are you refusing service? Just tell me you're refusing service. Hand me over your business card and you will be hearing from my lawyer. If you go ahead and record, that means you're creating a public record and you cannot delete that off your personal phone. Your personal phone becomes a public record.
That's fine. I'll record it.
Okay. Well, sir, there's options to conduct business in person. You can't refer everybody to online. I'm not going to refuse my identification. However, I have not committed any crime. You cannot articulate that I have broken the law. Here's what I will tell you. Ma'am, there's no expectation of privacy in public. You could just call me sir. I'd like to file a police report of non-compliance about a employee that works here. Sir, I don't answer any questions.
You don't respect me. Why would
So therefore, I'm not obligated to provide any identification in this matter.
you talk about my wife? What does my wife have to do with anything?
No, I'm not providing an address, ma'am. I'm doing a general inspection.
What does my wife? Why put up a picture and say that's my wife of a goat?
Not in my uniform, however, I do have my clipboard with me. That is not lawful what you told me.
We're gonna have a ball at your cemetery. We're gonna bring you a rose, okay? We're gonna bring you a rose and we're gonna say you were dishonorable. He's attached to the affidavit too. He's part of the enterprise. You drew first blood. Just like you do with all these auditors, you draw first blood. In the next 3 days, I'm going to have a criminal enterprise community section, and it's going to be real well detailed. I got an attorney that's helping me draft it up and write it up. Scumbag. You're just a plain scumbag, man. You want to say why I'm upset and stuff. We're going to prove that you are breaking U.S. code. If I really wanted to be petty, I would take you to court.